What is going on, everybody? It is the Phantom Michael, and today I'm joined with Rob. Rob, how's it going?
It's going good.
Right on, and we have finished the West Academy arc for arc number 1, and as we get ready to go into arc number 2, we wanted to meet with Rob and do a quick deck review over the cards he's going to be taking into arc number 2. Rob, we'll go ahead and jump right into it, and we're going to start with the main monsters of the hour, man, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Tell me about them.
Yep. Well, I mean, in my opinion, they were some of the most familiar to me. I've played IRL with Blue Eyes decks before, and yeah, I don't know, it's just it's one of those classic cards. So that's the deck that I went with, and so far it's been pretty good.
Heck yeah, man. And then followed right up behind the two, you got the Red Eyes and you have the Summoned Skull. Is that just because of this nice Black Skull Dragon we see down here?
Yeah, it's so the fusion class got me the polymerization, and I forget which one of the two it got me access to, and then through the card shop I saw the other portion of that. So, I mean, I'm already using fusion cards for the Blue Eyes, so it's kind of a nice addition in. Unfortunately, it has never been pulled out. Through the dueling we've done, but it's always there just in case I manage to draw into the right cards.
Heck yeah, man. And after the your tribute summon monsters, obviously you got a ton of 2 tribute monsters, being with 3 Blue Eyes, the Red Eyes, and then your Summoned Skull being one of the best single monster tributes, especially for the time frame we're currently kind of playing in. But let's move on to your beat sticks here. I mean, you have the Gungan Sushi Sharp, with the 2000 beater with 4 stars, and followed right up with 3 Gemini Elves, 2 Mechanical Chasers, 2 Lodgins, 2 7-colored fish, a giant red sea snake, the 2 Axe Raiders, the Battle Ox, and then a nice defensive monster, a giant Soldier of Stone. Was that kind of the objective, is just get the strongest attacking normal level 4s you could get?
Well, I mean, so the cards that we had access to were from the very beginning of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and back then that's what you basically had to play. It was normal monsters, and you found the absolute highest attack that you could possibly get, and you just filled your deck with those, and that was the meta back then, and that's kind of the idea of just going with that. Obviously, cohesion is not super great, and you're kind of just trying to bide time until you find your right trap cards or spell cards to support your actions. But yeah, it's basically just following old classic metas and hoping that you draw in the right cards.
Right on. And now we're going to look into some of those old mesh with new, with this brand new, literally within the last year, Neo Kaiser Seahorse?
Yeah, year and a half, yep. Yep.
And it's a tuner, which is crazy.
Yep.
So, are you full sending with the whole Blue Eyes theme?
For now.
Okay.
It depends on how the flow of the story goes, to be honest, and what ideally I have another deck that I'm more preferential to, and we'll probably talk on that in a little bit, but I would probably eventually start working on dual decks. I would probably start working on filling out the right cards for the Blue Eyes deck with the Maiden of Blue Eyes and the Blue Eyes Stone and all of the supporting cards that you need for a well functioning Blue Eyes deck. And then I would also want to simultaneously start building another deck.
Okay, well, fantastic. And then with that same note for the whole Dragon Blue Eyes theme, I do see the one Lord of D and then your matched dragons. Obviously, your Lord of D here is to hopefully pop out that Flute of the Summoning Dragon, which, by the time they watch this episode, they might have already seen it, but you actually popped it off in one of your duels that you got, which was pretty sick. And then your matched dragons, just battle searchers that are searching themselves out. You don't have anything else that they could really pull from. Blue Eyes White Dragon does not have that baby
the criteria
dragon.
That fits it.
Right.
Yep.
So, okay. Fantastic. All right, let's shift over into your spells and traps. And I gotta tell you, Rob, you got one of the nicest spell trap card pools, I would have to say.
Yep.
Change of Heart, Raigeki, Crazy, Heavy Storm, your Poly, of course, Flute of the Summoning Dragon, 2 Dark Hole, Pot of Greed, Fissure, 2 Swords of Revealing Light, 2 Graceful Charity, Tribute to the Doomed, which is absolutely nuts, Monster Reborn, Black Pendant, 2 trap holes, a bottomless trap hole, and a Mirror Force. Rob, you got some power, my guy.
Yeah, I definitely favor back row for certain things. Unfortunately, these are all old style, and their newer age counterparts are not introduced into the story yet. When they are, obviously, a lot of these cards will be shifted down or out, and make room for those. But for now, this is kind of the cream of the crop that I had access to, and yeah.
Okay. Let's round this off real quick with your extra deck. Obviously, you have your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is crazy. Your Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, absolutely nuts. Beast Skull Dragon, we've talked about, and then you have a Link monster actually with Spirit with the Eyes of Blue.
Yep. And that's one of the I think that's the newest Blue Eyes support card that's out right now, as of the structured decks that came out 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, this card is actually pretty sick, my guy. So that's awesome. And then on to your side deck, I do see that you're stacking like a little Burst Stream of Destruction, which is pretty cool, which could be pretty effective. There's actually a parallel duelist that you have that's on the roster that favors the Red Eyes Black Dragon, and they use that Inferno Fire Blast. So like this is the Blue Eyes opposite of that Inferno Fire Blast card, but this one destroys all monsters your opponent controls. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I'd run the card, but at this stage of the game, for the consistency, like the lack of consistency to getting into those Blue Eyes cards, it doesn't have a spot in the deck at the moment. So eventually, when I can get multiple copies and or get cards that can either search out the right cards, then it'll have the slot.
Fantastic. And then I don't really see. I mean, you have like the Bujin card here, but that's really about it. So. Right on, Rob. Anything else that you'd like to tell the audience that loves your character, loves watching the West Academy group? Any aspirations or hopes for next season?
Not really as far as that goes. I just appreciate all the support for my character and for our team that we've got going on, and hope you guys enjoy the next season. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Right on, Rob. All right, everybody. We will see you in the next one.